This conference will now be recorded.
All right, good morning, everyone. We'll call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Jeff Joyner.
Here.
Dave Rowley.
Here.
Jeff Lord.
Here.
Craig Delbsman is absent. Tom Romeo.
Here.
Patricia Kennedy. Here. Cheryl Robinson is absent. Andrew Marietta.
Here.
James Stewart is absent.
All right, we have a quorum. We'll move forward. I will defer my chairman's remarks. I'll go for approval of the meeting minutes from our October 27th meeting. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Can I get a motion to approve?
I move for approval.
Thank you. Second, thank you both very much. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right. I'll go right into the report of the Audit and Finance Committee. Jeff.
Sure. Thank you, Chairman. The Audit and Finance Committee was relatively benign, I guess, if you can describe it as such. We just reviewed bills, financials, had some preliminary discussion about potential to extend a lease, and then kind of went offline to discuss some personnel and financial issues. But that was really the extent of it, with a lot of information to come back to the Audit and Finance Committee. So, pretty benign. Unless anybody else has anything that was in attendance, that's really it.
All right. No questions. Can I get a motion to approve the report? Thank you. Second?
Yep.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, bills and communications.
There's
Ready?
actually no bills or communications for the IDA today.
All right, thank you. All right, report of the projects committee. I know that Cheryl is not here today. Jody, is there any comments you'd like to make regarding the projects committee report? I wasn't there, unfortunately.
No, we're in the process right now of requesting an extension of time for the EDA grant. So if they deny that, that project will take less time.
Okay.
I'm waiting for 2 letters, one from Adela Products. She says she would get to me confirming that she still wants to hold on the site. And the second is from the county administrator, who's putting together a letter expressing the board's unanimous support for this project. Okay. The other projects are pretty standard. The only other thing that's occurred significantly, the workload was that the office committee renewal approved our preliminary application for Brooks Bottom, so now we have a full application on that. And we did do the first drawdown for IOXs, and they should be receiving a $335,000 check today.
Wonderful. Great.
Oh, and then the other thing that we discussed that wasn't in our report was Asadi did get a grant from the state
For expansion of their manufacturing. So, all right. Any questions, comments? If not, can I get a motion to approve the projects committee report?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we'll go right into new and unfinished business. We got a resolution. Jody, you want to discuss regarding advanced biotech?
This project has been going on for a little over a year with Centrone. It's located known as Advanced Biotech. Joe's on the phone. I guess he can give a brief summary of what's going on.
Joe, you there?
All right, so let me. Originally, they put in their application that they were seeking, in addition to a pilot payment agreement, with a sales tax exemption of about $85,000. That project went from $5 million to $14 million. The reason that was given was prices of materials, labor, and equipment have gone up as a major reason. But what they also did was because they can't get natural gas to the site, which they were hoping they would be able to, they put in a $5 million solar. Set some of their energy costs. So the project did go from roughly $5 million to $14 million. They're asking for sales tax increase, which is what this resolution is. Kurt, do you have anything to add? Since we can't currently get Joe?
Well, we did do the public hearing and there were no comments from
Yes,
any of the taxing jurisdictions.
we held the public hearing on November 28th.
Mhm.
Because of a slight error in the mailings to the town supervisors and the school board. We kept the hearing open for 14 days. We had a hearing closed yesterday. I went back to Milford and spent from 11 to 12, which we kept it open an entire hour. There was no public comments. We did run a new cost benefit analysis on the project because of the cost increase. And the cost benefit is very heavily in favor of saying, go ahead with this project.
What is the new tax benefit?
I believe it's Joe probably put in the draft agreement that it was 8% of $14 million. But it's actually 8% of probably 13, probably 12 and a half. Because the other includes the purchase price.
Yep. Good morning, Joe Scott here.
Oh, Joe, you want to explain the resolution?
Absolutely. Good timing, huh, Jody? Sorry for the technical problem. I did log on to your audio video, but I'm having some trouble apparently because I am on. I show my name there, but I can't hear anything. But let me review the resolution with the board. Let me pull it up. So Jody, did you want to talk about the background to this, or do you want me to start right in with the background also?
Since we're only 7 minutes in, I guess you can give some of the background. I kind of briefed them on the background already. But
Okay. Well, on the second page of the resolution, we described that we closed on this matter back in September of 2021. What happened subsequently is that we got some communications from the company indicating that, number one, they needed more sales tax benefits. Number two, that the project cost had increased significantly. And number three, due to COVID, supply chain, and other issues outside their control and the control of the IDA, they needed more time to complete the project. So I reviewed that with Jody, and out of an abundance of caution, because we were technically increasing the amount of the financial assistance to be granted to this company, we held another public hearing with respect to this matter. And Jody, I don't know if you've had the opportunity to brief the members on the results of the public hearing. I know you and I talked a little bit about it. I got the sense that there was very low participation and no comments. Is that correct?
except for myself and Megan, there was no participation.
Great.
That's correct.
Okay. So once we held the public hearing, we were then in a position to modify the documents that we entered into in 2021. And the purpose, again, for the modification is described on page 3 in the top whereas paragraph on that page, where we provide for an increase in the cost of the project, we extend the completion date, and we increase the amount of the sales tax benefits being granted to the company. So what we'll do, assuming that the IDA moves forward with this resolution and approves the resolution, is that we'll enter into a couple of modification documents, make a filing with New York State with respect to certain of those documents. For instance, there's a sales tax document that needs to be forwarded to the state in connection with the granting of sales tax benefits, and then we'll complete this matter. I haven't had this a follow-up call with Jody on this part, but I would assume that the IDA was was paid on a project, paid an administrative fee based on a $5 million project. Now that it's 14 million, we'll collect an administrative fee to reflect the larger project. And then we'll also make sure that the annual fee that the IDA is due in connection with these IDA projects is reflected in the document so that the IDA gets their annual fee based on this revised project cost number. So with that, I'll open up for any comments and questions. The balance of the resolution, like I said, approves those three changes, authorizes the chair and the vice chair to sign the documents, and so that we can move on to closing. So with that, I'll open it up for any comments or questions.
I just have to ask a question of the staff. When you look at this original project that was 5 million, it went to 14. And 5 of that you just explained today is a solar array. So you peel that out. Just that's new. This project increased 80% since September of 21 in project costs. And are we comfortable that the resources behind the project, all the whatever the sources are available to get this project done?
Let me answer your second question first, and that's yes. I believe the company has the resources to do this. One of the largest fragrance companies in the United States, and they have the capital to move ahead with this.
Okay.
I believe that the person who actually filled out the application, while he's a plant manager, I don't think he is the right person to have filled this application. It should have been their accountant, somebody who knew supply chain project costs, and I don't think he really understood what he was getting involved.
So the original application was flawed, probably.
It wasn't fraud, it was just
No, flawed.
a flaw. Yes.
Not fraud.
Hey, Jody, that one on this mistake. Jody sat up a little straighter when he heard that word.
Of the control, not listening. He clearly underestimated what he thought he was
Okay, so it's basically a do-over plus the additions. Got it.
Is any of the 80% increase an expansion of what they're into, or is it just a combination of a low amount, a lower estimate originally, and then inflation?
gonna have. It's the latter.
Okay.
It's inflation.
Answer the question.
Probably supplies and labor.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Any other questions before we put this to vote? All right, can I get a motion to approve? Second?
Second.
All right, we have to do a roll call vote. Megan?
Jeff Joyner,
Yes.
Dave Rowley.
Yes.
Jeff Lord,
Yes.
Craig Delbsman is absent, Tom Armeo,
Yes.
Patricia Kennedy. Yes. Andrew Marietta.
Yes.
Cheryl Robinson is absent, James Stewart.
Aye.
Okay, it passes.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much. The next three items we have are three, looks like housekeeping resolutions that we have to approve.
Yes, the first one is a resolution allowing either myself or the Director of Finance and Administration, Megan, to sign contracts. And that primarily has to do with contracts that involve incentive offers from the state, disbursement agreements, contract amendments. Most of the state agencies, including the Appalachian Regional Commission, they put our names directly on the contracts, as we're the chief executive officer, or in some cases, when Megan's doing disbursement agreements, they put her name on it because she's working on getting the money back. And this resolution would allow us to sign those agreements on behalf of the agency.
Any concerns, questions? Now can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Second, thank you very much.
Yeah,
All in favor?
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
Have you signed any contracts previous to this motion?
Yes. So does
Should the motion also ratify any previous actions?
Yes.
You tell us.
I would assume yes, based on your question, to cover ourselves.
And
I
further
would-
be informed that all previously signed documents are hereby ratified.
I again would vote to approve.
Amend that motion.
Amend
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, second that,
All right.
as amended.
Any other questions or comments? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passed. Thank you. The next one is, Jody, authorizing the CO to hire additional staff.
The next one, we discussed also at, our committee meetings last week, big governance committee. This resolution will allow the chief executive officer to hire staff, but it only hires staff if the position is budgeted.
Any concerns, questions, comments? In motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you, Dave. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. And then the final resolution, Jody?
The final resolution is because this was done, as Kurt would point out, we should ratify this, because I didn't have the authority to hire Gina at the time. This would be confirming the appointment of Gina as the marketing coordinator, innovation acceleration coordinator, on a start date of,
November 17th.
thank you, November 16th,
So
17th.
you're close.
And you haven't met her. Everybody else met her. right?
Yes.
I wasn't here.
And Andrew hasn't
Oh,
been.
Are we gonna have to do a resolution every time we hire somebody?
No, not now.
Where are we hiring? Good, now that we.
I think we
we'll make
probably-
sure.
This is just, yeah. It does have to stay. with-
It's like the county.
Do you have a resolution go back to confirm that we hired Jody?
Retroactive.
Retroactive.
Gina, if I may ask, what is the correct pronunciation of your last name?
Bologna.
Bologna?
Yeah.
Great. I thought so, but I.
Don't worry about that for too long.
Yes.
Getting married.
January. Yeah.
Congratulations.
What's the new lesson?
Gardner.
Oh,
There you go.
He's not gonna ask you.
yeah, no, we're not kidding. And January.
Congratulations.
Correct. All right, any comments, questions, concerns regarding that resolution? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll say so moved.
Thank you. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, and Jody, we had the two quotes there for the IOXIS building. Looks like one was for 8,900, the other one was for 8,200.
Ed has been trying to get this for us, and he's reached out to 5 firms. He's only got 2 proposals back. And our procurement provisions provide that we should get 3 quotes. We're just not able to get 3 quotes. So because of the winter conditions occurring, I would recommend that we go ahead with this as an emergency situation before it gets any worse.
I agree.
Do you know JMF? I'm not familiar with them, but from the end.
I've heard of them, I just don't know anything about them.
There's a signature and I can't tell who. Yeah, it is.
Okay, Jeff, join
Yeah, exactly.
Get a little
On your spare
sideline.
time, Jeff.
It's the side business. They're located right in West Oneonta, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what JMS going to do as complete as what Eastman's going to do? It's a more general.
Right.
I mean, we're writing the check and we, chat, talk to them. We don't know. It's not clear to me that it's the same benefit we're getting. Right?
That's the project.
My comfort level would be more with Eastman,
No
I'll be
question.
honest with you,
No.
based on the
Well,
work.
yeah, whether-
I would, no reservation.
In these situations, are we under any legal obligation? If we don't have to take a lot of.
No, you can take either proposal. You can roll that Eastman had more detail as to what they were looking in. What was on with that.
Yeah, it says the seal outside of the building.
Yeah, it could just be a big wrap that they just go up and put on, so.
Yeah.
I love the detail. Well,
Yeah, it's on its website.
Just be aware, it doesn't matter who the contractor is, they're all hiring from the same labor force. It's the scope of the project that matters.
Right.
We do have more detail on the scope of what he's doing. If they were comparable scopes,
Well, there's no written the same, it's complete, and I got the same information.
should we check? Or should we just go with the more complete bid? The more detailed bid?
Yeah, we can always reach out and check.
Can we
And my
But can we
colleagues.
just authorize
Jody to,
Yeah.
Yeah,
make the decision?
absolutely.
We don't have to-
Yeah, so it doesn't have to wait.
we're not waiting, so Jody.
Yeah.
In other words, if I was assured I would get the same benefit for less money, that's easy choice, but I'd want to be assured before I made that decision.
Yeah.
We'll reach out to JMS and see if they can provide more detailed scope than this, and if they don't, then we'll probably.
Yes, we can do.
All right. Anything else before we move to public comment period, Jody?
No.
Okay. We'll now open it up to public comment. Anyone from the public?
Just showing Kurt on there unless they have something.
All right. And then move right into executive session. Do we need one, Jody? Anybody? All right. If not, motion to adjourn. Thank you very much. Meeting is adjourned. Now move into the board meeting of OCCRC. Do roll call.
Jeff Joyner,
Here.
Dave Rowley.
Here.
Jeff Lord. Craig Gelsman is absent. Tom Armayo.
Here.
Patricia Kennedy. Here. Cheryl Robinson is absent. Andrew Marietta.
Here.
James Stewart.
Here.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, forum. Thank you very much. No chairman's remarks. We'll move right into the approval of the meeting minutes for October 27th. Any comments, questions, concerns? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
So move.
Yeah, a second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we got one payment of bill.
Yeah, so this is the admin fees that the IDA charges the CRC for doing the administrative work on the bonds that the CRC has. So we do this every year, just try to clear it out before 2022 ends. And that's
Any
the end.
concerns? If not, get a motion to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, any new and unfinished business, Jody?
No.
All right, motion to adjourn.
So move.
Thank you all very much.
So just, no, look at a minute.